Back out at the yard again. Been windy here for over a week now, so I'm just going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work or not. There's some granite curbing. Block knocked off. I'm over here on the south, I guess it'd be the south side of the front part of the graveyard, looking for some older ones. Looks like 1841 to 1887. Purington. Some smaller ones out here. 1846 to 1875. These may be some babies. Yeah, I bet that was a couple of babies. There's one here. (1833 to 1869). Like I said, it's been pretty windy. It's windy out here right now. 1880, 33 years old. Ball. That one's been cracked and fell off and somebody put it back together. There's another one that's broke at the top. Big one. It says died 1858. No, they were born in 1858, died in 1884. This one was 1847 to 1891. There's a 1818 to 1990. I'm sorry, 1890. Some newer ones in here. Veteran. One that's fell over. Born 1872, died 1876. Just a baby. Newer ones, 1934 to 1957. 1874 to 1922, 1875 to 1948, 1838 to 1912. There's a big one here. Looks like 1830 to 1880. Another old one over here. That's what I was hoping to find over here, with some older ones. (1851 to 1873). That's a well-worn one. Newer ones. (1859 to 1896). George Melton, 1818 to 1893. One next to it looks like it fell over. There's a 1847 to 1879. Another Mason. I think those people are the controllers of this realm. 1825 to 1879. He always remembered the poor. 1837 to 1920. Well, they were getting on up there. There's 1834 to 1925. And 1893 to 1969. There's a big red granite one over here. (1896 to 1947), 1900 to 1979, 1858 to 1986, 1858 to 1937. This one's got mother, father, and son. 1836 to 1892, 1845 to 1874. Got moss growing on it, but I mean that polished part of the marble is just still real shiny. The son was 1869 to 1926. Here's a real old curved one, curved in granite. 1848 to 1901, Morton. Can't make out the symbol there. There's Earl. 1877 to 1879. 3 years old, 2 years old. There's a couple of ones that just have initials on them. Let's see what this little one is over here. Died in 1892. Broken one. Sad. Probably vandals. Looks like 1847 to 1885. 1850 to 1894. Here's a Woodson. 1830 to 1876. Newer ones there. You can kind of get a good look at how this thing's on a hill. You can see some of the larger stones over there. Most of those are family markers, but some of them I found are just for single people, and they're huge. But yeah, she's on a hill. I imagine most of those down there are newer. Yeah, we'll go down this way a little ways and see what we got. Some bigger ones over there. I may have already looked at those. I don't remember. When you start zigzagging through these yards and you get lost and you forget what you've covered and what you haven't. Like I said, this is a huge yard, so we already looked at that one. Totten looks old. Let's see what that is. There's some older ones. 1832, 1896, 1842 to 1922, 1844 to 1908, 1835 to 1920, 1826 to 1910, 1831 to 1913, 1807 to 1890, 1804 to 1872. Those are newer there. An old one. If we'll be able to make anything out on it. Now she needs to be scrubbed. Early 1800s for sure. 1870 to 1922, 1863 to 1949. Newer one. 1835 to 1922 and 1821 to 1906. Old one there. (1863 to 1902). 1868 to 1918. It's got quite a bit of moss on it. Died at 1889. 1841 to 1916. There's a 1814 to 1918. This one's broke at the top. Let's see what's over here. Schumacher, 1887 to 1919. 1850 to 1932, 1854 to 1915. 1882 to 1964. These must be younger ones. All Schumachers. There's a couple of veterans. 1901 to 1955. Yarborough. I went to school at the Yarborough. 1829 to 1901 and 1827 to 1869. They were married in 1853. That one's got the top knocked off of it. Several laying down. Died in 1870, 16 years, 11 months. These stones, 1861 to 1876. (1859 to 1884). One just like it. 1870 to 1896. This one's broken in half. I see a 1860 on there, but I can't make out anything else. It's carved in granite. That's sad. I bet that was pretty. 1853 to 1901. 1897 to 1897, just a baby. 1876, or 1875. There's another Yarborough over here, big one. They've got granite curbing and a step with the family name, raised letters. I don't know how they do that. Nothing on this side of the stone. (1888), 18 1888 to 1983. 1849 to 1929. 1858 to 1932. Yeah, this one's got some granite curbing with big posts. And nothing etched on the stone. That's a very big stone. Peter Yarborough, 1865 to 1911. Papa. And this one, 1860. Oh, 1831 to 1860. $1887 to 1887, just a baby. 1880 to 1929. Some newer ones here. We've looked at that fenced-in one over there before. But yeah, there's a lot of old stones out here. Need to get back to the main yard because it's got the big ones. 1839 to 1896. $1881 to 1881, just a baby. 1902 to 1974. 1827 to 1868. 1840 to 1931. 1898 to 1980. 1919 to 1989. 1829 to 1877. It almost looks like a bird bath, missing the bird bath. Here's another different kind of woodman. 1873 to 1916 and 1872 to 1915. Another shoemaker back there. 1847 to 1922, 1874 to 1934. These are for Alan. That's my grandmother's name. 1806 to 1895. And 1809 to 1887. Newer ones here, 1886. Let's see, 1847 to 1886, 1852 to 1943, and 1876 to 1953. Newer ones. Got a big one down here, and some old ones. Nanny. 1840 to 1891. Part of hers broke off. The newer ones, 1868 to 1962. Baby, aw. 1827 to 1874. 1819 to 1892. And I want you to know that stone looks brand new. 1806 to 1873. 1840 to 1921. 1847 to 1932. Some newer ones. This one's well worn here. Matter of fact, the dates have been chipped away. It's like a 1883 to something 6. That one's leaned over. 1859 to 1945. 1876 to 1960. Died 1895, age 70 years old. I'm gonna stop this one and start a new one.